Well, this is one of those topics that I can talk about easily for 20 minutes. I know how to make money online. That's what I've been doing for many, many years, after all. So, the thing about making money online, the beautiful thing about making money online is that you can do it in so many different ways. And you can really diversify your income streams. And that's really the key with making money online is don't put all your eggs in one basket. The last thing you want to do is put all your eggs into one basket and then something happens, the algorithm changes. We know that happens all the time, or Amazon changes its terms and conditions and suddenly 30% of your income goes out the window, or YouTube changes its algorithm. It doesn't matter what you're on and where you're making your money online. The key is always to make sure that you are making it in as many different areas as you can. So you want to have all those fingers and all those little pies. Now, I know for a lot of people that have never dabbled with doing anything online or starting a business online, that concept can be super overwhelming, right? But it is really, really super easy. And I'm just going to talk about three ways, three very easy ways that you can use digital products to make money online. And you don't even have to know anything about it, basically. You can just use a template, follow a tutorial on YouTube, and go ahead and do this thing. So, I'm going to give you some, I hope, quite good ideas here today. So, I'm going to focus on three different ways that you can create a digital product and start selling it and start making money, literally, like today. So, who doesn't love Amazon, right? I love Amazon. Even living here in South Africa, I order a lot of my electronic equipment, anything techie, cameras, microphones, all of that good stuff from Amazon because believe it or not, or maybe you can believe it, it arrives here in our sunny South African shores cheaper than if I source it locally in a store. So go figure. So, do you know that Amazon sells a huge amount of books online? Are any of you old enough to actually remember that Amazon started out selling books? Well, Amazon sells books online and their Kindle department is just massive, right? So, if we go along to books, I'm going to search for something like a journal. Let's just search for a journal. And there are masses and masses and masses of journals available on Amazon. And a lot of these are actually created by just regular people like you and me. And they upload them to Amazon, and Amazon actually prints that book on demand. So you're like self publishing that book. So the next thing you're going to say to me is, but Chantal, I can't write a book. The beauty of it is that most of these books are what you call no content or low content books. Like some of them are literally blank pages. So you just design a cover, come up with an interesting concept, maybe find a niche out there that you know is in need of a particular kind of journal, and you go ahead and you publish that and people order it. I know it sounds crazy, right? But people pay money for blank books. They could also be puzzle books. So, not just journals, they could be puzzle books, they could be absolutely any kind of book on Amazon. Hell, you could go and find somebody on Fiverr, get them to write you a book, and put that on Amazon as well for not much money. See for serious. So, this is crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but the reality is that people publish books all the time on Amazon. I actually have a book on Amazon. I kid you not. About a year, not quite a year ago. I don't even know what Kakuru is, by the way, or how to play it. But I did a little bit of keyword research and it seemed like it was maybe a niche that needed an extra puzzle book. And I went and put my book online. And I have actually sold some copies. Now, I haven't made big money on this book by any way, shape, or form. But the point being, if you've got some kind of interest in creating puzzle books or coloring books, or a hot niche at the moment is kids practicing writing books, etc. You can go and find all of this stuff pretty much for free, if not for super cheap online, put it together, and you have a book. It is so much easier than you think. I mean, I actually went to a website called Puzzle Whiz, and I subscribed to this. I think it was $9 for the month or $19 for a month. And in the sidebar over here, you'll see all these different kinds of puzzles that you can create. And right here is Kakuro. You choose the size of your book, you choose how many pages, and it automatically generates the inside of your book. Automagically, right? So you put in the details, you click a button, and it downloads the interior of a book for you. You go and slap on a cover, you put it on Amazon KDP for free and for nothing. By the way, this costs you no money at all, aside from your time. You can create as many of these books as you want. You put them up on Amazon. And if you do a little bit of keyword research, which you can find a lot of information on, and if you're interested in more training videos about that, let me know and I can do that too. You put a little bit of keyword research on there the same way as you would with any article or anything that you're putting out there, and you wait for the orders to come in. Amazon pays you into your bank account. In my case, it's into an international Payoneer account, in dollars every month, in pounds, in whatever you've set up your Amazon KDP account in. And that's it. You do the work once and you sell it many times. And that's really the key of making good money online. So that's my first big tip is Amazon KDP. And people are making some incredible money on KDP, incredible money. I mean, that is a whole video in and of itself, but you've got journals on Amazon that are literally making $18,000-$20,000 a month for an empty journal. There are puzzle books that are making such enormous money. One of the most popular puzzle book publishers, they make roughly $180,000 a month with their puzzle books on Amazon. So we're not talking small fry. It does take work. You do need to put a lot out there, the same as with everything, the same as with YouTube or with podcasting or with blogging. Sometimes you've got to throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall, as it were, until you find something that sticks. But if you can identify a niche and create a book that people are searching for and there aren't already a lot of results for, you could be smiling all the way to the bank. So that is the first tip of mine of how to make money online with digital products. The next tip of mine is with Etsy. So Etsy is an international marketplace, the same as Amazon. So the thing that you need to realize with Etsy and Amazon is that they come with a built-in marketplace, and there is value in that. So you don't have to go and drum up the demand for the product. You don't have to go and find people who want your product. You have to just put it onto the marketplace with the right images, keywords, description, etc. And people who are searching for that thing will find your item on Etsy or on Amazon and they will buy it, again, in whatever international currency they are using in the world. So you can put pretty much anything on Etsy and sell it as long as there's a market for it. So there's physical products on Etsy. There's things like t-shirts and handicrafts and all that kind of good stuff. And then there's also things like digital products, right? So the beauty with digital products is you don't have to source them, ship them, or do anything else with them. You collect the money and you send the digital file and the transaction is done. It's beautiful, right? So you now probably wondering, what could I create? What sort of digital product could I create? Well, let me tell you, there is like anything you can think of, you can create on Etsy, right? So, I mean, things from website templates. So I've got an Etsy store. I've got a website template on my Etsy store. Canva templates, document templates, you name it, there is loads. If you just go and search for digital downloads on Etsy, you're going to see gazillions of items on Etsy. There's cards, there's artwork. So if you're artistic, you can absolutely create a card. digital planners. I mean, those are amazing, right? I mean, it's crazy what you can sell on Etsy. So now, I bet you're probably sitting there, and let's say you're an accountant and you're like, Chantel, what can I create? I'm an accountant. There's nothing creative in me. Well, I bet you have a million spreadsheet templates that you use in your business every day that make your life and your clients' lives easier. You're a gardener. I bet there's a particular preparation form that you use to plan getting your garden ready. I mean, whatever you do and whatever your interests are in daily life, there's stuff that you use that you take for absolute granted because it comes naturally to you that people are prepared to pay money for over and over again. It's that simple. So start thinking about the things that you use every day in your everyday life that you find helpful, useful, etc. And start thinking about whether you think somebody might buy that. Again, Etsy is another online marketplace that is free to set up. It costs you nothing. You can list your digital product. And when you list your digital product, you pay a small fee. I think it's $2 for a month on Etsy. There's a small fee that you pay when you list your product. And that's how Etsy works. You pay when you list. Then when they obviously take the payment, etc., depending on what marketplace you're on, they take a percentage of the transaction. So with Amazon, for example, Amazon carries the cost of printing your book when somebody orders it, shipping it to the person, etc. They charge for your book what you have specified to charge. They take their costs out, which you know before you put your book on Amazon. It tells you, you calculate everything. And so you add your markup on and you get the difference. So it's pretty simple. There's no risk to you. There's really no risk to Amazon either because they don't print anything until somebody orders it, right, and pays for it. And it's the same thing with Etsy. It's simply a marketplace that is there to connect people looking for things with you and your thing that you're selling. So Etsy is an amazing marketplace and definitely something that you can look at setting up anything. Anything can be sold on Etsy. It can be a one-page thing. It can be a digital artwork. It can be, I mean, look at this Ukraine. Everybody's jumping on the Ukraine. Look at all this Ukraine artwork because of what's happening at the moment in Ukraine. So everybody's hopped on and is doing all sorts of We Stand with Ukraine stuff. Look at the front page. It's just absolutely full of, political statements, for lack of a better word. But I guarantee you everybody is now purchasing that. So Etsy, Amazon, same kind of concepts. You're going to create some kind of digital journal, book, or product, spreadsheet, template. Anything you use in your daily life that you find useful can be sold as a digital template. If it's something you've created, that's unique, you can take it from Word, save it as a PDF, and sell it on Etsy to people who might find that useful. So there is literally no barrier to entry for these things. Anywhere in the world, you can get started with these things. So the other one I'm going to mention is Canva. And this kind of goes hand in hand with Etsy, right? So you might be a particularly uncreative person, and so you've got an idea of something you want to create, maybe some kind of checklist or whatever the case is, and you know what information you want to put on it, but you're not that good with design. Well, hello. That is exactly what Canva was created for. So Canva, you can design literally anything. So here's a whole bunch of templates. So let's say, for example, I want to do let's just see what comes up, a gardening checklist. Okay, so here we go. There's a checklist. I'm going to go ahead and search for that. Okay, now it's going to give you, look at all these gorgeous designs. So it's going to give you a whole lot of gorgeous designs ready to go. Wedding checklists, college checklists. This actually looks like it could be quite gardeny. So you can go into any of these checklists, and I've got a pro Canva membership, but if you had a free membership, you could literally just find a free one. So let's do that. Let's find a free checklist. Here's some to-do lists, meal plans. Okay, here we go. So green top ink, perfect. Veggie boutique, perfect. We wanted to go with something gardening. And here we click through to this template. You can now go and edit this template. So you can actually change out the colors. You can even pull in a few little design elements. So there's gazillions of elements in Canva. You can go and search for palm leaf in the design elements, and you'll find design elements just like these. These are free palm leaves, right? So drag your little palm leaf in and style it up however you want to style it. You go ahead, you put your information in, you change the content that's here, you put your details in, you download it as a PDF, right here, a PDF for print. You download your PDF, and that PDF is sellable like that, just like that. Crazy, right? You can also sell templates. So I'm going to go ahead and show you something that I sell, and I sell it on my Etsy store, and I also sell it in my own website. So I have a template shop, Driven Entrepreneur Academy, and I sell website templates, sales page templates, all the web stuff that I do every day. But I also have a Canva template. So I did a matching Canva template for a sales page and website that I did. And this is the Canva template details over here. It's got a couple of screenshots of what it looks like in Canva. I've put in some mock-ups over here so you can see what these templates actually look like. So you can create your own template, and you can actually save it as a template in Canva, and then you can sell it. It gives you a link for that template, and you can sell it. So let's go along to this project checklist, for example. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and customize that template. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to sell something as a template. So now, obviously, you shouldn't ever do this, what I'm doing, just open somebody else's template and sell it. The idea is you go in, you customize it, you change it to your colors, you pull your branding and you style it up, you put your information in, and then it's a unique document. And I can now save that as a template. So what you do is you click on share, and then there's a little drop down here, and you say share a link to use as a template. So I'm going to click on that now. And you just say copy link, and it creates a link. And that link, anyone can go and click on. So you're going to use that link when you're selling your document. And this is what it'll say. A template created by me was shared with you, and you can start using that template. You click on the use template button, and then they've got the template in their Canva from you. So it is that easy to create a template in Canva for anything. So if you're particularly creative, create some social post templates, create checklists, create CV layouts. If you're somebody that's very, into PR and HR, you could do resumes, you could do absolutely anything. I mean, I guarantee you there's things you use every day, documents you use every day that you take for granted. So when you're in your day, just go through what you're using. Maybe you've got a system on your fridge that you keep, track of the kids, all the kids' stuff you've got to keep track of or whatever. Create a template in Canva, sell it as a template. You can sell it on Etsy. You can even set up your own website pretty easily, I promise you. Sell it on your own website, and it's a digital product. So you literally just send somebody a link. It's that easy. So there's, just off the top of my head, the first 3 ideas of how you could really get started with creating a digital business, like a digital product business. Just because you're not online all the time, just because you're not a designer, just because you're not a creative doesn't mean that you don't have something that you could create today and start selling online today. I'm telling you, there's money out there waiting to be had. and somebody else is going to make it. So it's going to cost you nothing but your time, maybe a couple of dollars if you're listing something on Etsy. But on Amazon, it's going to cost you nothing but your time, and you might just start selling something in dollars. So that's off the top of my head, the few digital business ideas I have for you today that'll start making you money while you sleep, literally while you sleep. The amazing thing is that you create something like this one time and you keep selling it pretty much forever, for as long as there's a demand for that thing. So think about that. Think about what you could create, what you could spend a few hours creating that somebody else might find of value. And you might just have the beginnings of your next big digital business idea. So if you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. Comment in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to know more about. I'd love to tell you more about how you can start making more money online out of digital products and doing anything online, really. There's a gazillion things you could do. So if you want to hear more, comment, let me know what you want to hear more of, and I'm looking forward to posting the next one for you.